Shalom. I'd like to begin by saying Barakatah, Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Karkadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone. Salutations to the sincere Aki, pushing the truth in all due diligence and sincerity. There's a lot of judgment occurring in the world right now. A lot of it. And the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Yahushai, through his angels, watches over our souls. Hence why it's important for us to make sure, regardless of how busy we get with things of this world, that we got to do to maintain bills to pay, people to look after, all of the other stuff. And of course, like our true family and our focus is this word. But at the end of the day, we're men in this thing, and you're going to have responsibilities. You're going to have children. You're going to have love for. You're going to have, your woman. As much as these women can be demons, some brothers are deep in it with their women, man. You're going to have parents, subject to them, of course, not being demons. The Lord might even save some of your wider family. So brothers are going to have other things going on. But I make this video to say our focus should be on this truth. The whole purpose of man is to fear the Heavenly Father and keep his commandments. I speak first and foremost for myself before I speak on behalf of anybody else. This truth has to be numero uno. Nothing can even come remotely close, man. You got to live your life around the truth, not the truth around your life. And I say it first and foremost as a brother with a lot going on. There's financial things I've got to manage, health things, a woman that's off the world and very simple in her ways. But at the end of the day, like the Apostle Paul did, count it all dung for the sake of Yahushai, man. Yahushai. Because, you see, we're coming into a time where, per Isaiah 33:6, the wisdom and knowledge of this truth is the only thing that's going to be saved. That's going to be our only saving grace. Hence why it is of extreme importance, man, that we have done everything that we can whilst the doors of mercy are still open. Because when the Lord decides it's time for indiscriminate judgment on the wicked, we don't want to be a part of that. Ezekiel the 9th chapter is one of the foundation scriptures we all came in on, but it also is one of the ones that strikes the most fear, because the Heavenly Father, through the prophet Ezekiel, the account of the prophet Ezekiel, I should say, gave an account whereby in a vision he gave a set of death angels an instruction to kill without mercy, indiscriminately. And there was one particular angel who he gave a writer's uncle to. This is from Ezekiel 9 from the top. And he said, "Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children. Save only those that have the mark of exemption." This is a different mark from that in Revelations, the 13th chapter. This is talking about, Ezekiel 9 is talking about the far the mark of exemption from judgment. And the Heavenly Father gave the angel a clear instruction: kill everything. No prisoners, men, women, children, elderly, all of them. If they're not right. When the time to get right is? Right now. During the time of Jonah. During the time of Noah, the Lord flooded the earth and saved Noah and his 3 sons and their wives, 8 souls, 4 men, 4 women. Everybody else died. That's not a power you want to play with. That's not a power you want to play with. For over 40 days, the entire earth was flooded, right up to the mountaintops, to the point where Noah had to release birds, to go scour the land to see if they would return, because the water wasn't subdued, or if the waters were subdued low enough that where trees could be used as nests for the birds. Like, you got to fear the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, man. Fear the Lord. The fear of the Lord is truly the beginning of wisdom, as is written within the scriptures. And again, I say all to say, like, I'm not perfect in this thing, but having this word engrafted in us, knowing what this thing is really about, man. Using our talents, pursuant to Matthew's 25th chapter, man. It's of vital importance. And I've been given talents in this thing. Other brothers have also, man. And it's important that you make sure that you bear fruit for the Lord, so that when he comes, you're not found wanting. This is an exceptional gift. And although this particular quote I'm about to say is actually from a movie and not actually scriptural, it's a spiritual quote. And that is, with great power comes great responsibility. That's a real thing. You've been given real spiritual gifts from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and understanding of his holy word, which is power. And with that comes the great responsibility of making sure that what's the word I'm looking for? We prophesy unto his elect, man, and instruct them, vehemently instruct them to get right. Because what the Lord is about to bring upon the face of the planet Earth is not going to be pretty, man. Yeah, the time of death that's going to come is not going to be nice. Ezekiel 7:5 speaks about a time of evil such as has never been upon the face of the planet Earth before. And at that point in time, that last bit of overtime you did at your job, that last little thing you did for your woman to make sure she was happy and wasn't complaining too much, that last bit of whatever the fuck you was doing ain't gonna mean shit. What's gonna mean it something is the Lord looking down on you and saying, yeah, man, he's alright, he's alright. What's gonna mean something is pursuing to the vision that Ezra saw, second Ezra, with the elect being crowned by Yahweh, your crown being reserved for you, man, and placed in your head by the Heavenly Father's Son himself. That's what's gonna mean something. Have that delayed gratification, that long-sighted vision of knowing everything out here, man, is folly. All of this, a man's whole life, Solomon said it, man, man's life is folly, and that was the wisest king in Israel, right? That was Yahweh in spirit. And he basically said everything is folly outside of Yahweh and Yahweh. Your woman and her anxiety problems, and the fact that she keeps telling you that she don't want to work and she just wants to get married, fucking folly. Because these women are harlots, man. They come pre-fucked. Before you even meet a woman, she's already been run through by at least, 4, 5, 6 in this kingdom. Don't be surprised if she's hit double figures. You know, these women ain't shit. Your job ain't shit. Like when this whole digital switch up happens, pursuant to the Quran, Revelation 13 chapter, the mark that you shouldn't be taking happen. Your job is going to give you the ultimatum of, yo, get down with the digital ID system, or you're going to have to leave. And then it's ultimately going to be down to you to make that decision, you know? Your job don't mean nothing. You could die in service in your job. They might pay for your funeral and that's about it. Fuck that, man. The Lord's going to give us everlasting life. Your family, your mother claiming that you don't come around, you don't do nothing for the family, fuck that. Hey, look at Yahweh's response when the woman said unto him, blessed up be the paps that thou hast sucked. And he pointed to his disciples, shortening this and abbreviating it for the sake of time, and said, my mother, behold, my mother, my brethren, my sister, man, them that do the work of the Lord. Forget this world. I'm not saying, of course, manage your responsibilities, but mentally and spiritually forsake it, man, because better is to come. Shalom.